Yep. All day long, Matt.
I don't know how much you just saw, what just happened here. We had somewhere near 25 rebels. I'm not sure how many have just been taken away, these ones. And these women are our mothers, our friends, our sisters, our daughters. And their message is the one that really resonates with me, which is that the people in power can't bear the truth. And all this week there's been this talk about free press, and I'm afraid anyone who believes that we have a free press, it's not the case. Our press is controlled by 5 people. They own more than 70% of the media. And those 5 people are directly connected to interests which are very much against our own. And I'm sure that this is not a message that would be unfamiliar to you guys. But on the final day of this phase of rebellion, these women were locked on, and they were making the point that the truth was being censored. That the government's own climate committee has told the government to prepare for a 4-degree world within the next century. And if we go to 2 degrees, we're in serious shit.
We're in trouble anyway.
We're in trouble anyway, exactly. And 4 degrees is not even worth bearing about. Like, people don't actually know how bad it will get. 10 years ago, that same committee said, if we get to 4 degrees, like we can't actually handle that. And when that report was released, not that long ago, no newspaper, it wasn't covered in the mainstream news. The BBC didn't even run as a headline. They didn't come out on their TV stations. It barely got mentioned anywhere. And that's like the media not reporting on coronavirus, but like something which is 100 times worse than that. It is so bad, it's not even possible to imagine it. Like, for those that have begun to try and imagine, you have to take it in stages, because it's just too much to live without. So the message here is very simple. The truth is censored, and people that are in control of our media are suppressing the truth. And this is well known, well recognized within the credible scientific community. The Impartial Institute of Government just released a report this week saying the government is ready to meet 90% of its own targets. So this is fact, folks. This is out there. This is from credible sources from across the political spectrum. And we're just not getting the attention, we're just not getting the media coverage that this emergency requires. We need to act now. It is happening already. This year, our wheat yields are down by 40%, and that's going to continue. When our crops are down, we have no food. When we have no food, we have empty shelves. When we have empty shelves, we start to have riots. When we have riots, we have a breakdown. In this country, it is going to happen. Right now, we've got breakdown all over the place, but it's not being seen in this country, but it's not far off. So this is not 5 years, 10 years, this is a year, 2 years down the line. We are going to start to see that. And it's going to start with food, and it's going to go from there. And when we have civil unrest, God help us.
What did you say is going to start?
Food shortages.
Yeah.
Right? And when we run out of food, the supply chain only has a 3 to 5 day bandwidth to maximize profit and turnaround. Like, if there is any interruption in supply for even 1 or 2 days, the whole thing collapses. That's how fragile our food system is right now.
And you think it might collapse?
It is going to collapse because already crop yields are on their way down. Farmers are being flooded, they're dealing with drought. What's happening right now is when one source of food drops off, another one picks it up. So we've got this complex system which gives the illusion that everything is still running. But what's happening is like gradually, pillar by pillar, it's being taken away from underneath. And at some point, when one thing goes, the whole thing goes down, and it will happen like that.
God said that would happen.
This will happen, and it will happen like when it happens, it will happen.
You know, they'll say peace and safety is in the Bible, and then there'll be sudden destruction, and no one will escape.
Right.
Like a thief, because the whole earth will burn up and everything in it.
Yeah.
The elements are going to burn.
I mean, the thing is, like God may be saying that, but we've already got the scientists already saying.
Everyone's saying it, but God is, because we've broken His commandments and trodden down His laws, He's allowing it to happen.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
He's
the
bringing the end
that's
of
the
one world
message
to the
here.
beginning of another.
That's the message here. That we don't have truth, we don't have a free press, we're being censored, and we need to do all we can to expose that the free truth is not available, and we need to do all we can to make that truth real.
Alright. Yeah, if there's anyone else who wants to talk, we're doing live streams all day, so the first one had about 1,500. Dropped at 2.9, but we'll be around for a while, so just come over and let us know.
That's right.